Joining us on stage first is Noah Polanski, the co-founder and CEO of Taiv, a fast-growing ad tech company transforming how businesses use their TVs. Taiv's AI-powered platform turns idle screens in bars, restaurants, into smart, revenue-generating displays, instantly switching between TV and targeted ads based on audience and content. Under Noah's leadership, Taiv has scaled rapidly, redefining local advertising and in-venue engagement. So please put your hands together for Noah.
Good morning, everyone. It's great to be here. I'm so excited to kick off here in Lisbon. My name is Noah. I am the CEO and co-founder of Taiv. Prior to starting Taiv, I founded a charity, I ran a marketing team, and I have a computer science degree specializing in AI. I'm also Canadian, and I'm a huge hockey fan. So I want to talk to you today about what we're doing at Taiv and how we're changing advertising. So we built a proprietary hardware system that uses proprietary AI to detect and replace commercial breaks in real time during live sports. And so imagine you're in a sports bar, you're watching a sports game, it cuts the commercial break. Instead of a normal ad, you're going to see drink specials, you're going to see events, and you're also going to see targeted third-party ads and trivia designed for that venue. We've raised over $20 million to date from great investors, including Y Combinator. We were recently named the 4th fastest growing company in Canada with 7,400% three-year revenue growth. We've scaled our team this year from 30 to over 70 employees, and we're live in over 3,000 locations across 21 major US markets with a 99.4% monthly renewal rate. So I want to talk about the future of advertising and what that looks like. And more specifically, I want to talk about Gen 1 and Gen 2 advertising networks. So first generation ad network provides a great experience that captures attention and offers the ability to influence behavior, but it has poor targeting. Everybody sees the same ad. It has poor insights into deliverability. You don't really know how it's delivering, and there's poor measurement. You don't know if it's working. A second generation ad network takes that same concept, but it gives different targeting. So every person sees a different ad based on who they are and what they're most likely to resonate with. It gives great insights into deliverability, and it gives great measurement. So let's go through some examples. A newspaper ad is a first-generation ad network. If you see that ad, it's very influential. It can change your behavior, but every person seeing the newspaper sees the same ad. You don't really know how many people are seeing it. You know how many newspapers were given out, but how many people actually read it and saw that experience, and it's hard to measure. Compare that with a Facebook ad, where every person sees a different ad. You know exactly who saw it, what their demographics are, what they care about, and you can actually measure how that converts into new customer attribution, and new customer acquisition costs, return on ad spend. Another example is radio. A radio ad is super effective if you're listening to it. It's a great format. It changes your behavior, but everybody hears the same ad. You don't really know how many people heard it and who they are, and it's really hard to measure it. Compare that with Spotify. It's that same format, but now every person sees a different ad. You know exactly who they are. You're paying per impression, so you know how many impressions were delivered, and you can really accurately measure customer acquisition cost and return on ad spend. And I could go through more examples. Web banners versus Google AdSense. You have phone books versus Google Search. You have TV versus streaming. I think you get the idea. And so what we're doing is that same idea for out-of-home. And so every person sees dozens of out-of-home ads every day. And when I say out-of-home, I mean any ad that's not on your phone and not in your household. So a billboard, a bus bench, an ad in a restaurant, an airport. But they're still first generation. And so what we're doing is transforming that into that second generation. And the way we do that is through better targeting. So our AI model is able to classify everything about the game. Who's playing? What's happening in real time? What is the score? What do people care about? And map that to emotional state. So we know that when the local team is winning, it's a happy moment, or what's a sad moment, or an exciting, or a nervous moment. And we also know tons of data about who's in the venue. And so unlike a traditional TV ad where everybody sees the same thing and it's bought months ahead of time, ours are dynamic. You're buying it in the moment based on the people who are most likely to resonate with it. We have real-time deliverability. You know exactly how many ad impressions you're getting, what demographics they fall from, and you're only paying for those impressions. And we have measurement. You can actually convert through our proprietary measurement and see, are you acquiring new customers? Is it selling more products on-premise? Is it leading to web downloads and actual purchases of your product? And we work with hundreds of brands across every major category. So that's why our advertisers buy it. I want to talk a little bit about why the venue owners find this valuable. So it's a completely free product for them. It gives them the ability to promote their drink specials and events, to block out competitors and control their environment, to automate and streamline everything so that head office can standardize that brand experience. And we rev share with them. We give them a check every month so they're earning some revenue from the ads we show. And there's actually a third stakeholder that I want to talk briefly about, which is every person that sees the ad. And when you're talking about these out-of-home ads, they reach every person on the planet. And even today as a startup, we serve billions of monthly ad impressions, reaching tens of millions of unique people every month. And with that comes a lot of ethical responsibility. There's a lot of opportunity to be evil. Imagine if we were targeting vapes and sports betting and drinking ads to kids. That'd be terrible. And we don't take that lightly. And so we have that ethical responsibility to balance and make sure that we're influencing behavior in a way that betters the world. Because this is the sort of business that has unlimited upside. If you can transform ad dollars into revenue, people will spend an unlimited amount of money with you till that's no longer true. But it comes with a lot of responsibility. And so when we're building Taiv, we're not just doing it for the advertisers, we're not just doing it for the venues, but we're genuinely trying to make a better customer experience, to bring joy to every person who sees our product, to make it so that they're happy our company exists. And I think that's something that a lot of ad networks overlook, but to us it's core to everything we do. Thank you very much. I appreciate having the opportunity to speak. Please connect with me on LinkedIn and enjoy Web Summit.
Thanks, Noah.